Welcome to Backseat Confessions Podcast. Slide into the backseat as we listen to mostly anonymous strangers tell us stories from their lives. I'm a rideshare driver in Atlanta, and the people getting in my car have absolutely no idea I'm going to ask them to share. My commitment to you is to tell at least a snippet of virtually every story recorded in my car in the order they were told to me. My hope is that you laugh, cringe, cry, but mostly connect to these amazing people. You may find a piece of your own story, or just feel more connected to the rest of us. Join us, won't you? So, hey, my new friend, this is an adult podcast. Themes and languages are definitely not suitable for everyone. Listener discretion is advised. Hard to believe it, but season 4 is here, baby. As I'm starting to put this season together, I know I should be starting other podcast projects, but I'm struggling to find the internal motivation. So I come back to this project that I love, and it's honestly giving me that much needed structure to sort of help me get the ball rolling again. I hope that it lifts your head up just a little bit as well. Okay, let's get to these screets, y'all. This young lady starts our ride and season today with a bit of a punch to the throat. It's raw, it's honest, and I feel like so many of the younger generation that have the intelligence and capability to work in big corporate America are just finding it's not their jam.
Story number 271. Friday, May 14th, 2021, 8:06 p.m.
I guess earlier in our conversation we were talking about anxiety and depression and just things that have come from COVID and being locked up in your own kind of self, I guess, in your own mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been really hard, I think, for a lot of people. And that's something that I'm like still struggling with. I know that things are kind of looking up right now.
Yeah.
And that's super great. But I am not okay.
Wow.
I don't know. It seems
and I
like...
want to say, because nobody can see you in this, but you are on the outside. I mean, you're beautiful, but you also just look very, very put together, like you've got it all under control. So you're presenting quite well. And I think that's important to note that you don't look like I picked you up under a bridge. So yeah, I want to talk more about that, but I just want people, the listener to know that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like I've been very fortunate in the things that I've been able to do with my life. I've had a college education, and then I've gotten a master's degree, and I've been able to travel, and I've been able to do this and do that, and have a very well-paying job, and blah, blah, blah. But every single day is the same mundane, repetitive bullshit, and I'm fucking tired of it, and I want out so badly, to the point where I am struggling super hard.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm going out now to go get myself some alcohol to deal with it for tonight, but on Sunday I was not okay.
Wow.
And I don't really know how the masses are going to deal with this. And I honestly also feel like, kind of like I don't have a right to bitch with all this stuff I just said. Like, I'm so fortunate, and I know that, and I try to count my blessings and do all of this other shit.
Gratitude
but
work, yeah.
Dude, I'm about to quit my fucking job and move to Costa Rica or some shit. I don't know what I've got to do, but if I don't get out of this headspace in like the next couple of months, it's not going to be pretty. And that's my confession.
Yeah, do it.
I'm just struggling like a motherfucker.
So honest. There's going to be a million people who register with that. If you right now had the opportunity to do anything you wanted, and like your rich uncle dies and leaves you enough to $80,000 or $120,000 a year, something to live modestly for the rest of your life, what is the thing that you do to make the world a better place that would come from like your place of passion?
Okay, actually, I've always wanted to own a coffee shop, and I have a friend of a friend who actually has a company where she imports like coffee from all these places in Latin and South America where it is empowering women. And so these women get out of situations that they otherwise wouldn't be able to get out of. They don't have to be dependent on anybody else to provide for their family or to provide for themselves. It gives them a sense of like, you know, just security. And I want to start a freaking coffee shop. I think it would be so nice to just talk to people every day, to get off of work at like freaking like 3 o'clock and just be done for the day and not have to be overly consumed with 10,000 fucking deadlines that are going on. I get so stressed out. I mean, I've been working 14-hour days. That's not normal.
That's
and then,
not
like
good.
I told you, I live with my cats. So the only interaction I have is meowing to people.
Wow.
Well, not people, but
Yeah.
that's what I would do. I just want to do something. And then, you know, I've brainstormed all these things. I'm like, dude, I want to like help people get college education. There's so many things that I want to do, but I feel like at the job that I'm at, I'm just fucking helping the rich get richer. And I'm sitting here just being miserable while I'm doing it, just staring away at a fucking laptop.
Yeah.
That's how
I
I feel.
think you're at that point where you are going to do something soon, and it's going to be big, and it's going to freak some people out. But yeah, gosh,
I think so.
I encourage you to jump. I don't want to bore everybody on here with my story of how I ended up doing this, but I couldn't have imagined letting myself tackle a creative project in my past life, because I came up through business and sales my whole life. And it's really wonderful if you can take that leap. And man, so I'm all for you, girl. Like, you've got too much of you get too much to offer the world to be cooped up and stuck in a box. So my best wishes to you, and thank you for sharing your story, for real.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can feel that we danced around just how dark she had gotten. And because she was going out to drown out that darkness, I didn't want to drag her back down too badly. But I was so glad she was willing to talk about her mental health battle. And she was beautiful, white, educated, and really all the things that society tells you are the advantages. But when you don't feel like you're living in purpose and meaning, none of those things matter, I'm telling you. I pray she finds her way out, and maybe even starts the most hip but inviting coffee shop anywhere around. This next gentleman shares one of his experiences of almost not making it out of the ocean alive. If you've spent enough time swimming, especially in the ocean, I'm sure you've had your close calls. It is humbling to experience the power of that much water.
Story number 272. Saturday, May 22nd, 2021, 12:10 a.m.
Well, back when I was, I'd say around 12, 13,
Okay.
family took a trip to South Carolina. We wanted to go to Myrtle Beach,
Yep.
hang out by the beach, get a hotel, do, family outing.
Yeah, the family beach thing, yeah.
We got out to the beach, I'd say on like the second day. After having a really good time on the first day, we went out, played video games, did things around the city.
Oh, cool.
Ate at some cool places.
Yeah.
But second day, we're going out to the beach. We're there. We're having fun. We're having fun by the pool. I decided to go sort of get my feet in the water. I don't really want to go swimming or anything, but I want to get my feet in the water.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, I guess chill. And I ended up daydreaming.
Oh,
I
wow.
was daydreaming about God knows what.
Fair.
At that point. But splash of water finally got me out of that little trance. And at that point, I realized I could see the pier. I could see the pier, but it was in front of me now.
Wait, what?
yeah, I sort of lifted my head, and I had ended up drifting from the beach. I guess on my back, I was so relaxed. Maybe I lifted off on my back all the way out to the all the way out past the pier.
Oh wow!
So I'm looking up. I don't think to stay calm at all. I'm like, what's going on? I need to get closer to there. I need to get close to the beach or to the pier and like wait for a lifeguard to come get me or something.
Yeah.
I get in the water. I start swimming as best as I can. Thought I was a good swimmer till I lifted my head and realized I was out back even farther.
Oh no.
Turns out the tide was, pulling me out, and then I realized the waves were coming.
Oh.
And that's what caught me off guard, because I turn around, I'm trying to swim a little bit.
Yep.
See a big wave, snatched me underwater.
Oh man.
Wasn't expecting it. Got to swim through that. Get up, try to catch a breath. As soon as I open my eyes, one more wave.
Oh.
Over and over. And it was scary. It was definitely scary.
Yeah.
My brother swam out. I think he realized that was me. He swam out there. He tried to help me.
Okay. Is he younger or older?
He was older.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years older than me. I appreciate him so much for doing it, but I feel like it helped me a little bit.
Okay.
But I put him in like really bad, because I was panicked. I was like,
Yep.
12, 13. So I jump on his back.
Oh.
Yeah, I jump on his back. I'm just trying to gasp for air. Like I almost drowned.
Yeah.
And I nearly drowned him doing that.
Of course. Yeah.
That's
how that works.
But then it all came down where he was just like, you gotta ease up off my back, and then the rays started hitting us both. I was like, oh no. I looked up, I saw my mom. When I jumped on his back again, I looked up, I saw my mom. She was swimming out there. She's a much better swimmer than both of us.
Okay.
She probably would have helped out a lot more. But we ended up seeing the lifeguards come out. They came out and got both of us.
Oh wow! So you literally got rescued by lifeguards?
Yeah. They had to actually come out there and get me and my brother.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, we go out on the sand. I'm just laying there. My brother's like, next time, I might just have to leave your ass out there, because you almost got me killed. And I think I took a nap on the beach. Got up. We packed our stuff. We went back to the hotel. I didn't get in the pool for years. I didn't get in the water. I didn't get into a pool.
Really?
Yeah, I think from then until I was like, I want to say 18, 19.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I think that was the next time.
Gosh.
I hit a pool. Yeah, that caught me off guard.
That'll traumatize you. Yeah. There's something about being in the ocean, and if you get close to where you feel like you're going to lose it and drown, oh my God, you realize how powerless you are.
Yeah, that's like one of my biggest fears now, like drowning. Like when you go through part of it, it's a terrifying.
Yeah.
It's a terrifying thing to think about afterwards.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What did you have like a moment where the proverbial life flash before your eyes moment, or was it just pure fear and panic?
It was a lot of fear and panic, because I was swallowing a decent amount of water. I never was able to really get a breath in to do anything, so it was almost like I was suffocating while I was down there. I think given another minute or so, maybe something like that could have happened.
Wow.
But my brother kind of came in that time.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh man. Well, thank God for Big Brother. Coming
definitely.
out. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, thank you for listening.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Oh man,
that's quite. Thank God for brother, mom, and especially lifeguards, or he might have been a statistic. But I'm glad he faced his fears and is getting back out there. There's a life lesson in all of that somewhere, I'm sure. Okay, these next two ladies share a bit of a palate cleanser story from the last two. Just sharing the frustrations of having an incompetent rideshare driver when you're in a rush.
Story number 273. Sunday, February 28, 2021, 12:43 a.m.
My story takes place in Atlanta about, 2 months ago?
Oh, so this is fresh.
Oh yes. This is a very short story, by the way, and I still crack up about it. So the two of us hadn't seen each other in a while, me and my best friend Jasmine. Okay,
Yeah.
and whenever we haven't seen each other in a while, we dress up, we get all like dolled, decked out, and we want to go somewhere super nice or super fun or whatever's the hottest thing in Atlanta. Okay, this is just our thing.
I love it.
So we found reservations somehow
Okay.
to this really awesome spot. Can I say names or no?
You can say the name of a place as long as it's not like, just go ahead. Yeah, do
What
it.
is it called?
The name of the restaurant.
The restaurant.
Yeah.
The
Lazy Betty.
Lazy Betty.
Oh, okay.
And, we were giving it other nicknames like Lethargic Lucy or something like that, like just to be funny. Yeah. So anyway, we were going to Lethargic Susan.
Okay, Lethargic Susan. Yes.
I'm notoriously late all the time. I'm literally rushing. Like I just was rushing just now because I didn't want to make you wait.
Right.
So rushing, and I'm like, we gotta get the Uber. So of course, and now this is a place, by the way. If in 10 minutes, if you don't show up, they're giving your seat away to somebody else. Like,
wow.
because it's
They
like an
don't play.
8-course meal.
Wow.
Whatever. And they don't have the time for people that are late because you literally run into the next seating.
Yep.
So I get the Uber. The guy shows up. First of all, I'm pretty sure he was a little late.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he should. Sorry, I'm.
Yeah, do it. Jump in.
No, do it.
Now, we should say that the Uber to the restaurant.
If you can hold it a little closer to her
the
mouth.
Uber to the restaurant should only have taken probably, the estimate was about maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Was about 10 minutes. So we ordered the Uber.
I actually ordered the Uber an hour
An hour
before
so you did like
our
a
seating.
reservation.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I did. The guy shows up late,
Okay.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
He pulls into my driveway. As you saw, it was a pretty long one, and it dips down into the backyard and whatever.
Okay.
And I'm on a main road.
Yep.
He pulls in. The first thing he asks us as soon as we get in is there a place to turn around? He's at the top of my driveway. All he had to do was back out. And I look at
Right.
Jazz, and it was then I knew this was going to be a long Uber ride. Well, in fact, it took us, how long? An hour and a half?
No. That's not true.
I'm not kidding.
Please tell me.
I had to call the restaurant at least twice.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 times. I can't remember, to be like, please don't let go of my table.
Well, what also makes it is, as soon as we got out of the driveway, he looked at us and said, so, how do you get there?
I'm like,
Oh my God.
Is there not a map? Do you people follow?
were
I'm like,
like,
I'm confused.
That's why we called you.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and in my head, I'm just like, it's going to be fine. Like, and at first, Jazz was the one that was, like a little freaked out, panicking, whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And then I went from that to be like freaking out because
Yeah.
I called them and they were like, I'm really sorry, but if
Right.
you guys aren't here in the next 15 minutes,
Yeah.
Then they finally, after the second or third call, they were like, okay, listen, if you get here at all, we can put you in the lobby and you can finish your meal in the lobby. And you want to know something? We said, yes, please.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Swear to God. And you want to know something? It was the best damn meal of my life.
Really? I want
The
to be.
cocktails, incredible. It was so worth it, but I'll tell you, I was fuming. And so Jazz was trying to show me pictures of puppies in the backseat.
Look at this dog.
Look, Laura, it's a puppy. And I was just like, I don't care. And I literally, under my breath, I'm like, I could have walked faster than this. Blah, 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 blah. Like, the guy, I think he was new to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it was, of course, Atlanta traffic.
Yep.
So, whatever. So, anyway, we cracked up about it later.
When we got to the restaurant, you ran out of the car. I apologetically was like, okay, thank you. And he just said, sorry.
Oh.
He literally was like, sorry. He just, defeated, head
yeah.
down.
Good luck, friend.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys were like his first ride ever.
Right.
And apparently he hasn't discovered the joys of Google Map apps
I guess,
or whatever.
or any of the features of like new cars you can see when you back up.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why he couldn't just do. He made like a 17-point turn in my driveway, and I'm not kidding. And I looked at her and I said, "Here we go."
Yeah, that's never a good sign. And I'm just gonna cop to something right now that usually I find that it's women who struggle with like multiple, like trying to turn around in tight spaces, struggle worse than dudes. So. I know.
This gentleman had a very hard time, and so I even said to her, I looked at her today, I was like, dare I even order an Uber?
Man. It was touch and go there for a second.
Okay,
so
yeah.
This is a much better ride.
Okay, good.
This is amazing. This is super fun.
No, thank you. And I will say, too, for the listener, you guys were dressed so gorgeously, I was like convinced you must be going to like, a bowl or something.
Sometimes you just need to celebrate life with some pizza and wine and good friends.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And also, if you look at the people waiting for their cars, we are way more dressed than these people.
Yes. Yeah, and maybe slightly under the age
You're right,
of everybody else, too. I
right,
love it.
right.
You guys rock. Thank you so much for your story. Nothing you can do if your driver doesn't really know how to operate modern cars and map apps. But you can, at least, get overdressed and go out for wine and pizza to celebrate just being alive. I love it. This next guy continues the trend of uplift by sharing a story of taking a risk and asking for help from strangers.
Story number 274. Friday, May 28, 2021, 9:48 p.m.
So I'm gonna go with the kindness of a stranger.
Yeah.
This has happened to me on many occasions where I was stuck in the gym and all of a sudden somebody I didn't know offered to help me. For example, I thought I had the right change of bus fare on my Marta card.
Yeah.
And I didn't. So I was in a weird predicament. Should I get off the bus? But I needed to take this bus or I was going to be late. And I think it was going to be my third strike. Or plead to the driver to let me pass.
Right.
And I ain't want to do that and make me look like a fool in front of everybody. But I just summoned all the confidence in the world and just asked the people that was already on the bus, can somebody help me out? I think I was short $1.50.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, without question, somebody raised their hands. I got your $1.50, and he gave it to me. No questions asked. And I was like, wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
That actually worked. And it goes back to everything in the universe is fundamental. Like, a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah.
Either you ask for and you receive. Things of that nature. So it really dawned on me to never underestimate, kindness of people.
Yeah. I love that because I think for a whole bunch of reasons, it's so much easier to look at negativity in life and the bad. And you just have that kind of I don't know, you have like a really good disposition and demeanor, and my guess is that you spend as much time looking for good as you do for the bad, which you may just have been born with that or raised like that and don't know that that's a big deal, but in today's world that's a really big deal.
It is, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm glad you recognize that. You're surrounded by people that think negatively.
I love Bob Marley, and he one of the symbols of everything positive.
Yes.
And this is one quote. Forgive me if I don't quote it correctly, but this was after an assassination attempt on his life. And a reporter asked him, would you stop performing music in order to be safe?
Yeah.
He said, no. If evil like that doesn't take a day off, why should I?
Ooh.
So
Wow.
that right there gave me goosebumps.
Man, that's incredible, dude. I've never heard that quote, but that's incredible. Because there's that old saying, and I don't remember who said it, but it said that something along the lines of all it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing, or something like that. Yeah, and I feel like that quote paired with your quote, if evil is not going to take a day off, why should I? Man, that's really good. I think that goes to there's a larger discussion, which is not really what the podcast is about, but I've been thinking about it lately, is that we are a country and a society that's addicted to fear, right? Yes. Right. And there's a million reasons for it, which again are not part of the thing, but as I look around, you look around politically, the left is afraid of certain things that are very different than the things that the people on the right are afraid of. But the common denominator, if they both sat down at the table, is they're both scared of everything. Right?
That's right.
Right. And I'm going to say, Mr. P, you have a little bit of a superpower, and I used to be more like you, and there are times when I'm like you, and I want to become that way again, where I look for the kindness of strangers in the world, and I look for the positive. I'd just much rather live. It's the same world either way, right, but I'd rather view it that way because it really makes a big difference. Yeah, that's really cool, dude.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you for having me again.
My pleasure. Yeah, I guess we should throw that in there very randomly. And this is incredibly rare. You just happened to get in my car twice in the last several months, and we didn't realize it until I asked you to be on the podcast again. You're like, wait. So cool. I really like the Marley quote. I looked up the exact wording. He said, "The people who are trying to make this world worse are not taking a day off. How can I?" Damn. Let that ring out in all of our hearts for a minute. And the streak continues. This guy talks about how he got his artist name and his reason for keeping on the grind.
Story number 275. Friday, May 28, 2021, 11:39 p.m.
When I was born, I wasn't born in a hospital. My mom didn't make it to the hospital. I was born on the street, actually.
Actually on a real
on the street. Yeah,
okay.
So that's kind of where I got my name, my artist name from.
Oh, street baby. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, yeah, that
so
makes sense.
I just used that as motivation as to where I came from, and just to every aspect of my life, just to go hard and just don't use the doubters as motivation, and just step on every obstacle that I come across, basically.
Wow. So, yeah, you were literally born on the street. Were you able to you and your mom stay in
we
touch with each other?
My parents were from the Caribbean.
Okay.
And they moved here when I was pretty young.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have that much to stay or really shelter like that. So we pretty much was pretty homeless, and we moved with family to shelter to shelter.
Oh, when you say you were born in the street, you weren't just talking about like she just somehow missed. Like you're talking about like you guys were homeless.
Yeah, I was actually born on the street, like on the side of the road.
No, I get that. I'm sorry, but that part I got. But some people just like are born in weird places for 101 reasons. But you're saying you were born on the street because you guys were literally homeless.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. That's even more impactful. Sorry. Yeah. For me, because I've heard people being born in cars and in bathrooms and in just weird places because whatever. But wow. Okay. That's wild. So you guys come from another country in the Caribbean.
Yep.
Then you're homeless and you're actually born in the street, homeless. Okay. So give me like, and we only have a couple minutes, I know, but give me kind of like the quick, elevator pitch, or not pitch, but story on how you went from being born literally homeless on the street to what you're doing now?
Pretty much just perseverance, man. I done been through everything you probably can think of, so I done pretty much, and I keep it open-minded, and I'm always thinking about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So I pretty much, I know somewhere it's gonna be a story I have to tell.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get paid off this story. I know I got $1 million worth of stuff I went through in my life, so I'm trying to get paid off of it. Most definitely put it in my music.
Yeah. So you're, because you're an artist.
Most definitely.
Is it down this one or the other one?
This one.
This one right here. Okay, beautiful. So you want to use the pain and the heartbreak of your life to tell stories through music, which I love that.
Yep, and also share just other people so they can also feel like they weren't alone. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only people who went through this.
That's right.
Went through similar stuff that I went through. So I just want to make people relate and feel like they can do it too.
That's incredible. I think that's one of the ways that we get to make the world a little bit brighter and better places.
For sure.
Exactly what you said. Because, it's so easy to believe, if we're having a bad time in life that we're the only ones.
Yep.
And then, and
I don't feel like there's plenty of time.
Yep, right. And then when we start to believe the lie that we're alone, man, that's dangerous, because then you can start to think some crazy bad thoughts. So
true. Yeah,
that's huge. I know we were talking earlier. You also have a business side. So you do some clothing sales. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're not just an artist. You're an artist that has a head for business, and I know it was before the podcast, but I was excited because I feel like you've got a shot at, like, if you actually hit big, which you very well could, because you work hard, and but you're also business minded, so you'll actually change your lineage and your generations behind you versus just blow it on stupid stuff. So for that, I hope you make it ridiculous, and I hope you do amazing things with it, not just for your generations, but for the people around you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing, man.
No problem.
I love the idea of using art as a vehicle to get paid for $1 million worth of stories. Wishing all the best to Street Baby. I love it when the paranormal, or at least the possibility of unexplained phenomena, comes up in a story. I think she does a good job painting the picture too. I feel like I can almost climb into the scene.
Story number 276. Saturday, May 29th, 2021, 12:04 a.m.
So my story this evening is an experience that I encountered. It's probably like close to maybe 7 years ago.
Okay.
Prior to that, I had other experiences, but this one stuck out to me because it was actually in the realm of me being in a rush, going to work, and not being able to explain it.
Okay.
So it was I worked an overnight shift.
Okay.
And I was heading from my apartment on the south side of a certain area, and I'm like, man, I did this routine of I'm living close, I can get there on time. Mm-hmm. And I'm driving along, and it just so happened is on my route to work, there was a fire station, and there's construction in the middle of the road. These are two-way lanes going, east and west.
Okay, two lanes on each side.
Correct, each side. That's what, to be clear. And we're at the light. As I'm driving, though, looking to my left, I'm like, there's a kid or something sitting out here dressed in all white. You can never see their face. Their face is like burrowed into their knees. Straight black hair, probably shoulder length, but like a bang. Okay. And I'm looking around because there was a pale ambience to it. It would mean like the color of the clothing was all white. The skin was pale white. And I'm looking around at everybody else in other cars trying to figure out, like, are they seeing what I'm seeing? So I'm in awe because I'm like, this is a child at the fire station. People to drop kids off at fire stations. Right. So, but it was late. It was dark.
Okay.
And I was scheduled to be there at 10:30, and I'm like, okay, this is odd. Is anybody else seeing this? Do we help this person? Do I wait for someone to react? But it was almost like nobody else saw this person. So I'm already late for work, so I have no way of like getting over, merging, stopping. And you don't want to get fired for multiple times. I'm like my buddy over here. And so I get to work and I'm like still in shock and in awe, because as I'm driving off from the light whatnot, I can recall like still looking around and just like kept going. There's guilty conscience there too, because again, I thought it was a kid. I thought it was a child. I get to work, explain them what I encountered, and they're looking at me like, you want to go back? I'm like, how do we clock out and go back? I'm like, no, I'm not going back. I was like, it was eerie. It was really eerie. I was like, there was a child sitting there, and I'm looking around, and it was as if nobody else noticed that there was a child sitting there, but pale skin, pale like a gown type, and it was almost like they were sad, sitting there waiting for somebody, like someone had just left them, or they were lost.
Jeez. So what made it eerie to you?
Because it was I've never seen a child like complexion so pale, like as their clothing, and then the fact that I'm staring off to this this vision or what I'm seeing, and nobody else around is looking. Like it's odd. It's dark out. Why are they there? How did they get there? Did someone leave them there? And it's the fire station. Usually with firefighters, whether they're sleeping at night or not, it's not that late that they wouldn't know that somebody's outside. But they were sitting on a curb. It was dark out, and it was as if nobody else seen them. And there was like an ambiance around them. I can remember like the same color glow was the same color as their skin, the same color as their.
Okay, that was your thing. You said there was actually a glow to it.
Yeah, like it was just weird. It was really out of place. It was like you can tell that neighborhood wouldn't normally have a child, of that kind of glow color. It was an urban area.
Gotcha. Okay.
Near a lake.
Near a lake. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay.
I can
all the out of place things.
It just didn't fit, and I'm just like, does anybody notice this? And I'm looking around.
So what's your best explanation? Like what were you?
To this day, I don't really know. I know my coworkers at the time when I went in to report, and we were talking about it because it was just really wearing heavy on me. I was like, listen, I know you guys are going to think this is odd and I'm not crazy, and they know I'm a very serious person at the time. And I'm explaining it to them, and they were like all in tune and like excited, but I'm like, no, that was creepy. Like I feel bad because I pulled off because I'm like, I wanted to stop. And generally speaking, accidents or something, I'll stop. Late or not. But like I left, but I'm like, man, I wanted to know, like, was the kid okay, or was that even a person? It was just all these questions left in behind, and they were like, hey, we should go back, and I'm like, we can't leave work. But it was there, and it was just really creepy.
I love it. So this would almost fall to me in like the unexplained, just like
phenomena, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Sure.
You don't really tell many people, but when somebody listens, it's like, listen, this happened to me. And trust me, there's others that I've spoken with that I've had, experiences with, and I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. I even followed it. If I can go on about the little experiences I've had, you probably like, are you crazy? No, this is real.
Yeah, no, I know. I believe it. I've definitely experienced enough in my life to. I don't question.
You had a phenomenon too. I can remember.
I don't remember nothing.
I remember. I was there. Oh, you want to talk about it? All right, we'll leave it be.
Okay, we'll leave that one.
But it was a beautiful phenomenon, but I don't want to tell a story because it's not really my story to tell.
Not your story to tell. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But man, thank you so much, AB, for sharing that. That's awesome. I love stories that don't necessarily resolve and they just leave you kind of scratching your head.
Like cliffhanger,
what was the point of that? Like, I guess that's my last question, and then I'll let you go. In retrospect, if this was not a child and it was some sort of an apparition, why do you think you saw it?
I don't know. I don't know if at that time in my life that I was like, going through things, or either having, because I spent a lot of time alone during that time in my life too. I was going through like emotional change, but like I really couldn't even explain that to you. Because I even questioned it at the time, like, what was I seeing something? Yeah. Because I always look around, because I'm a very observer of human behavior, and when no one else is reacting, it makes me feel like, well, why isn't anybody else paying attention to what I'm seeing right now?
That's interesting. Well, and then there are people that are seers, and they literally do see spirits and things that nobody else sees. So that, but which doesn't. I'm not saying that you are necessarily, but
correct.
Sometimes
we don't know.
That's the clue. If you're starting to see things that other people aren't.
Yeah.
Right? So, gosh, that opens up. That's a whole other whole world. But, man, again, thank you so much. Great story.
It was a pleasure you having me, JC.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen or experienced something that just seems beyond the normal parameters? Were you left with more questions than answers? Maybe it's experiences like this that remind us that there is more going on in this thing we call life than we can fully explain. Maybe it keeps us with a little sense of wonder. And if so, that's a good thing. So this next story is a classic booty call, but with some twists and turns that I definitely didn't see coming. This guy is a pretty funny blue-collar type, and I found his whole point of view very entertaining.
Story number 277. Saturday, May 29th, 2021, 12:26 a.m.
Okay, I'm going to meet a chick right now. She just called me a Lyft. I'm just trying to make sure, she's that girl that I've been talking to.
Oh, you're going to make sure you're not getting catfish.
Yeah, it's that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just got off work. I'm just trying to make sure I have fun tonight. No creepy shit.
Right. So let's talk about a little bit about how did you meet this young lady? Through what app or?
It's an app called Plenty of Fish. This is my first time on Plenty of Fish.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah, that's one of the old ones, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my first time. I don't even really do internet type shit,
Okay, so this is kind of out of the box for you.
Oh yes, real deal.
So normally, how do you meet women? Are you like just
honestly? I only been with my baby mama like from the past 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really like stepping out the box, trying to meet new people. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I never had female friends or none of that.
Oh wow. Okay, wait. So this is crazy. So you've been with the same lady for 8 years, baby mama, and tonight is the first night you're gonna.
Yep, the first night. Like,
are you serious?
Not we're not together. No type of stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're not like this. Is my first time really like getting out because I work a lot.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're not with baby mom anymore, but you just haven't even pursued relationships because you've been nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dang.
So this me just stepping out for the first day.
Oh, wow. That's really cool, man. Well, okay, so I talked to her sort of because she put me on three-way with you to make sure that we linked up properly. And I will say, she sounds really sweet, which of course that doesn't mean
exactly. They sound sweet as it's getting,
That she does, yeah.
Jesus Christ. But she called me a Lyft, so I give her benefit of the doubt,
Dude, that's
shit. Motherfuckers don't call Lyfts.
That's true.
Shit.
Wow. Okay, and so tell me what you know about this girl. Like, if the night goes as you have it in your head? How are things going down tonight? What do you know about her?
It's going down like downtown.
Going down like downtown.
Yeah, man.
And what do you know about her? Like, have you seen a picture of her?
Yeah. Like she usually get on the bus with me. Like she work at UPS type shit.
Okay.
So I used to be sitting on the bus, but I never even talked to her until I see her on the app. I was like, oh, she on the app.
Whoa. Wait. Okay.
I saw her like before I got on the app.
Oh,
I ain't never talked to her because I be thinking like she got like a little attitude type shit. But I seen her on the app, then I was like, oh yeah, she don't got no attitude, nothing. But I haven't seen her since I got on Plenty of Fish, you know what I'm saying, on the bus.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that is so fascinating. So you bumped into her on the bus, didn't talk to her, then saw her in Plenty of Fish, and then connected. Exactly. By the way, is that how you opened up? You were like, hey, listen, I think you're the lady on the bus. Like, is that how you connected with her, or how in the world did you connect
that's how I connected with her. But I usually talk to females, but like my friend told me Plenty of Fish. He was like, oh yeah, it's a lot of fishes on there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I seen her and I was like, oh yeah, you the closest person to me. I can, I seen you before, so you know I know you real.
That's right. Okay, so you're not gonna get catfished in the sense of you're gonna show up and it's a hairy dude.
Oh yeah, hell no, fuck no, hell no. I swear.
Right.
Oh,
so so you've seen this person.
Yeah. Personally, hell yeah.
That makes sense.
Hey, I hope not. I'm not trying to do no.
No. I know. No. But like if you've never met the person before,
exactly.
You just don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna come see you if I never saw you. We not video chat and none of that. Oh no, I'm not.
You're old fashioned that way. I like that.
Hell yeah, I gotta see your ass. Fuck that. Ain't finna get caught up out here.
No sir. Oh man. Well, best of luck to you, my friend.
Man, appreciate that. Man.
Absolutely. I mean, who sees a cute lady on a bus and then finds her on a dating app? That has to be so rare. I don't think he has a clue how unusual that is. And there is a female empowerment angle here, I think, as well. She clearly is in the proverbial driver's seat, ordering him a ride. Anyway, I hope they enjoyed the booty call, and who knows, maybe he started his next multi-year relationship from this night. No one likes getting dumped. I mean, that's obvious. But if you're going to get dumped, I think it would hurt a little less if it doesn't feel like your partner left you for an upgraded version of you, but instead something else altogether.
Story number 278. Saturday, May 29th, 2021, 1:35 a.m.
Okay, so I have this guy that I've been talking to since September, and now it's May, right? Okay, so like, what is that, like 9 months?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, 9 months. Okay, so I've been talking to this guy for 9 months, and he just left me for a 53-year-old. Am I allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah, you're allowed to cuss.
Okay.
As much as you want. Okay, now here's one thing that...
53-year-old.
Okay.
53, and I'm 20...
it looks like the most
and you're,
barren woman.
I'm 23, and he is 24, and he just left me for a 54-year-old woman.
Okay, and you are gorgeous, by the way. So
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely. But okay, so let's okay. Is this woman loaded? Hang tight.
Yeah. I gotta
Is this
finish
woman
my story.
loaded or like?
Yeah, she is loaded, but also
Only loaded from her divorce.
She is loaded from her divorce, but
he
is
sugar
loaded.
Mama?
He is loaded, so he doesn't need a sugar mama.
Okay, so legitimately, let's just put everything else aside.
Okay, got
it. What does she do for him that is blowing his mind?
Sex.
Well, okay. I mean, a good blowjob is great, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
But for real though, what is she giving him? You think that he didn't feel like he was getting somewhere else?
I think he has mommy issues.
I 100%
think he has mommy issues, and something is really fucked up in this scenario because
daddy issues.
Mommy issues. I don't know, but good luck to him because he really fucked up.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I mean, I've been talking to this guy for 9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
And legitimately, I'm truly not just saying you are a beautiful, beautiful young lady.
Thank you so much.
And this is not about ageism. I mean, I would probably, at my age, I'm still a little younger than that lady, but maybe I would probably choose her just because she's closer to my age range or whatever. But for a 24-year-old,
that's what I'm saying. Why would
I just don't get it.
Please tell me, why would you choose someone 30 years older than you?
But wow, okay.
Sorry,
well, and then, so I guess here's another a little bit more.
Tell me about it.
Heartfelt question.
Okay, I'm ready. All right.
And don't let anybody harass you in the back. So, it would not be fun or cool to be dumped for any reason. But
right.
Okay, clearly.
Right.
But this particular situation, how has it made you feel? Just because of that weird age thing, is it just confused or is it bad or
honestly
tell me.
Confused? I feel like I want to tell him how I feel, but I feel like it's almost better in a sense that he's not leaving me for someone my age.
Okay, fair. That's
you know what I mean? Because I'm you're fucked up and you have a psychological issue versus leaving me for someone else that's 24. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm you have some kind of mommy issue that leaving someone that is 54. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's something you can't fix or help.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not going to be that age for another 30 years. Okay.
Good luck with that.
So fair. Okay.
I don't know.
That actually made me a little happier. Okay, I like that.
Thank God. Me too. It made me happy too.
Well, I don't know that you need to be happy, but all right.
Miss J, I don't need to be happy?
Well, no, you do. I'm just saying giving you space to feel bad about it for a minute is totally cool.
Yeah.
She needs objective perspective.
I do. I was in love with this guy.
Yeah.
And fuck him,
Yeah, totally. And I mean, this seems trite to say, but it obviously is true. It's thank God you figured this out 9 months in versus 9 years in that he's in.
That's
right.
So shit.
That he's not.
Yeah.
Because I would have married this. So, anyways, Miss J, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.
You bet. All right. Take care. By the way, this is a hard one to call because there is a way to tell the story from a female empowerment point of view, like the last story. As I'm currently nearing the big 5-0 mark myself, a small part of me wants to root for the more seasoned lady. But, of course, it's only a small comfort for Miss J that she lost to Mama. Fun stuff right there. Okay, beautiful people. As we are pulling into the garage this evening, I think we've got a nice range of experiences, from dealing with deep anguish of mental health struggles to getting a lift to your first booty call in years. I pray you all continue to find your inner path and outer path to meaning and purpose. And along the way, maybe meet the cutie on the proverbial bus in person. Take some good chances. And may the universe continue to conspire to bring you just what you need when you actually need it. Blessings. This is what happens when you are a rideshare driver in Atlanta and ask people for their stories. These weren't handpicked people with great stories. They just happened to get in my car and be gracious enough to share with all of us. And who knows, maybe someday you'll be in Atlanta and need to grab a rideshare and end up telling the rest of us the next great story on BCP. I'd actually encourage you to, every so often, just ask a stranger to share a story from their life. You never know what you might learn. I believe that our stories are powerful. They can make you laugh, cringe, cry, or even get you to think or feel differently. Our stories can truly make this world a little bit better place. So please subscribe, rate, and listen to this podcast and share it with as many adults as possible. It would mean so much to me. First and foremost, I want to thank the incredible writers who trusted me with your stories. You're my heroes. Thanks also to all the people in the background who have believed in this project/dream. All of the music on this podcast was found on pixabay.com, and it was free, which is an amazing gift when you're starting a podcast on a shoestring budget.